Hello and welcome back to another episode of Ghost Encounters of the Third Kind podcast show. And tonight we are here all with Faye, Marie and Nick and myself, Nick. How is everybody?
We're all right now.
Good, thank you.
We're all right.
That's good.
Oh.
Oh.
That's it then.
That's
That's sharp
That's it
exit
then.
with that music there. Okay. So, what's everyone been up to this week?
Nothing.
Nothing. Again.
Ghost Hunt, we did one.
Again.
Sorry, we didn't do one. We did a paranormal investigation.
Yes, that's better.
Oh, yeah.
And I've come to a conclusion there's no point in doing them anymore.
Where did you go?
Same place as you.
Yeah.
Did you have a good time?
Yes. Good time had by all.
Fantastic building. Really nice
Yeah,
building.
lovely, yeah.
But
But nothing.
Well, nothing,
We had
really.
we had a good Estes.
But we have them anywhere, don't we?
Yeah.
we do. Yeah, it was good. Stanley Palace in Chester.
Yep.
Well worth a visit if you're down that way. You can go in the day, can't you?
Yeah, I think so. I think you can just go and have a look around and just make a donation because it's all run by a charity. So, yeah, fabulous place.
So get yourself in there and have a little look. See if you can see any ghosts.
You won't. It's only me that sees them.
Oh, that's
Oh.
it then.
Not there,
I
though.
was
We
just
didn't see
gonna
any
say
there.
No,
Negative
we
Nick.
didn't see any there.
Negative Nick strikes again.
Yeah. So we had a good Estes thing, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good that was again, good. No other paranormal activity there, was there?
Not really.
No.
A few creaks and cracks. but
Yeah, we had a
a
few
lot of wood, didn't
we had a few feelings and like sort of personal stuff, didn't we? But nothing.
No. It isn't.
We did catch a bit of a moan on EVP.
That'll
but,
probably be me, that one.
But to be fair, it
Bit
was
of a
early
moan.
doors and you can't rule out outside noise, can you? So
No.
whether that was paranormal or not, I think that's one we'd have to chuck out anyway.
Yeah, because it was in the centre, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty much, well, right on the outskirts of the town. It's
Oh, I was going to say it was in the dead centre.
The dead centre. Oh dear.
no, but a fantastic place and lovely people that you'll meet if you go there. That are the trustees. On
So
the
they were
board.
nice guys, weren't they?
Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah. They seemed pretty interested in what we were doing.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good night. It was shame it was a bit more active, but that's what you get into when you
That's how it goes.
go to these places. Estes always turns up, doesn't it? Performs.
I like that. It's my favourite
Yeah, it's good.
experiment.
But and this time it could have. It was weird. The stuff we had could have been directed at me,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm getting take it anyway. I think it was directed at me. Some of it anyway. But yeah, it was good. But don't go ghost hunting. It's no good for you. Except
But you didn't go ghost hunting.
No, we didn't.
No, we
That's what I'm
didn't.
saying. But
No,
if
we
you want to go on a
didn't, Faye.
paranormal investigation, then go on
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard, isn't it? When the last proper one we went on blew me away, and I knew I was going to be let down this time.
Well, it's not being let down, is it? It's just you can't expect to have that
No.
kind of that kind of experience on everyone. But that's the problem. Once you have a great experience, then you compare everything else to it, and that's a little unfair, really, isn't it? But it's human nature, isn't it? You have a really good experience, and then that's it. You want that again, or even better, So anything else just won't do anymore.
It's saving itself for East Drive, I think.
Yeah, let's hope so.
It's going
Yeah.
to be an active one, I hope.
What day is that? When's that?
It's a Thursday. And it's April the 4th, and let's hope nothing happens until after we've had us kebab and pizzas. And
there's 3 going. There have never, ever, ever been.
Oh, that's good.
on an investigation.
Yeah.
First one each drive. Or,
Yeah. But
Yeah,
good
that's good
energy. They've all got good energy, so
Yeah.
so that's okay.
That'll be good then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. It's obviously it's one of the
They've
most
watched the
well-known.
film.
Have they watched it?
Have
They've
they?
watched the film. I've made
Right,
sure they've watched the
okay.
film. Yeah, they've watched the film.
We can actually watch that on the TV in the lounge on the night if we want to. But
How does that work?
yes.
It's got like a test cardboard thing over it. I don't know if it's a proper tally, is it?
Well, there was last time I went because we watched the film on it.
All right.
So I don't
Stand
know.
corrected then. I don't know.
Nick, it was a few years ago I went. Things
It was
could.
me.
How many years ago was it when you went? I'm going to say,
8 or 9.
oh God, no. I went 3 years ago.
Oh, no. Years ago.
No, 3.
It wasn't far. It wasn't long after the film
No,
came
maybe
out.
maybe 4 years ago when I went.
It wasn't long after the film came out. I went.
Oh no. And we all sat. Well, some of us sat in the lounge and watched the film. They just played it, and if you wanted to watch it, you could, and if not, it didn't matter.
It's when you could book it up quite easy.
You can't do that
No,
now.
you can't do it now.
No. Hence going on a Thursday.
Hence going on a Thursday. Yeah, and the fact that weekends are like ridiculously expensive. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
So
yeah, none of it's cheap.
when but how much we were to had this conversation, didn't we, the other day? How much did you say that where did we go, Faye? In Liverpool.
Oh, the asylum.
1,500 quid.
How much now? Is it?
Yeah,
Is
I
it
think
now?
so. Might be more now.
Who can afford that?
1,500.
what-
But that's why only the big places.
But when we went, there was how many people there? There could be 30.
20, 30, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
To me,
it, isn't
wouldn't
it?
It'd have to be for that
It'd
much.
have to be, yeah.
yeah.
Well, 20 people at 50 quid. How much did you pay?
There was 3 groups that went off. Was
Can
there
you
3 or
remember?
4
I think we
groups?
paid 60 something, didn't we?
It was about 50, wasn't
Was it about
Yeah.
50?
Well, we did a market, didn't we? Well, not a market, a stall at Dudley Castle for what's her name? Sorry, I don't know if she's been listening to this, but she's on my friends list anyway. What are they called?
I haven't got a clue what you're on about.
When we did that,
No,
yeah, you have.
I just don't know
Yeah,
either.
you have. Anyway, but they had that many people on their. They had 3 groups, and they couldn't all go around the castle at different. They're all in the restaurant area.
That's mental.
It wasn't haunted happenings. What?
No.
Oh dear.
Haunted rooms?
No,
It's something beginning BBB. I could come to me.
I don't know. I can't remember. They're big, and anyway, big.
Okay.
It was
Was her name Jessica? And
yeah, Jessica Gladwin. Her name is. Her and her husband ran it. Sort of. They did 2 investigations a week, and she did 1.
I mean, if that's the only way that you can afford to investigate some of these places by having a ridiculous amount of guests, then fair dues. But it's something that I would never be interested in doing. I just wouldn't investigate those kind of places if that's what you had to do.
No, they had a load of staff and everything. So there was, as far as the staff is concerned, there wasn't much investigation going on,
No.
was there? And I don't know. I'd been on one with her before, on one of theirs, I think. And they're good. They're all right. You know, as far as these big teams go, she was probably one of the best I'd been on. But you know yourself, when you got guests, you can't actually investigate yourself, can you? You're
No,
looking
not
after
really.
people.
But I do think that we're a little bit more relaxed than most.
Yeah.
You know, when me and Faye went to Newsham, I think there was 3. We got split up into 3 groups, didn't we, Faye?
3 or 4, I can't
And
remember.
then, you know, and then the staff member that's taking you round, I mean, it was okay until you get to the point where they start clock watching. Because obviously they've got, you know, when you've got 3 guests and you're rotating round, you've got to stick to a schedule. I understand it. But when you're in a room and something's just starting pick up, and they go, right, we've got to go now. Really? Do you really have to go now? I mean, to me, you're not there to investigate then, are you? You're just there to make a bit of money, because when something starts happening, how can you be happy to get up and leave?
We didn't have much free time either, did we?
No.
We've got some free time now. Off you go, but don't go far because we've got go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know,
Oh,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
And the best bit was closed because the roof had fallen on
That's
the
right,
mortuary,
yeah,
so we
the
couldn't
bit
even
was-
go in the mortuary.
Yeah.
No.
No.
But I think because we do the smaller groups, when we do take groups, the smaller groups, and they don't necessarily have to split up. We can do, but it's not a necessity. But we'll stay in one room all night if need be, if it's being active,
Yeah.
because is that not the point?
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. But nothing ever happens. No, I'm joking. But it isn't only that either. It's the things we've done. We've done it a few investigations like that, and the people we sort of know.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'd do them again with people I don't know.
With strangers.
Are you with me?
Mm.
It's like when we're going East Drive now. It's everybody we know, isn't it? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So you can feel easy whatever you do.
Yeah.
But also, I think when the people that you know, you can trust them to say, well, if you want, you haven't got to stay with us. If you want to go upstairs and do something, go upstairs and do something, because you know them. So, because at the end of the day, that venue's been booked in our name under our insurance and we're responsible for it. And I don't think you can be so free with people when you've no idea who they are. But like East Drive, that's not an issue, is it? It'd just be...
Yeah, I think the box room bed's got your name all over
we've
it.
already
I
discussed
know, I'm
this.
tired now thinking about it.
We have
Take me sleeping
we
bag,
did
I'll be
discuss you
fine.
on Monday, Faye.
Did you?
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah. We did say we think that you might just fall asleep in the box room.
Okay.
Just half an hour.
Still a little
Yeah,
hour.
I can't see you staying awake from
7 till
11
11.
the
Yeah.
next day.
Yeah.
16 hours
Well,
investigation.
to be fair, Nick, I've been saying all this time I won't sleep. I won't be able to sleep, but I've got to drive back the next day.
I think
so
you will.
I'm
you
going to
might.
have to try.
You might
and
flake
have,
a bit, yeah.
and have an hour or two.
Can do
because
it in shift.
I've got to drive, haven't I? The next go home. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But Nick was saying that he thought, well, not just Nick thinks. I think too. He's right in what he's saying. Is the best way, really, to investigate that place is to just go in, and just mill about like you live there, and don't go in with the intentions of we're here for an investigation, and you know what I mean. And I think things tend to happen just being there naturally, having your tea there, having a brew, and
Should we take a Trivial
milling
Pursuit
about.
and things? A bit of Scrabble.
Why not?
Yeah. Take what you
Yeah.
want.
Why not?
See if they start throwing the Scrabble
Yeah,
letters around.
absolutely. Have some to eat there, and watch a bit of tally and mill about and have a chat. And I'm not saying we won't do any
No, I
proper
think it's better off
investigating,
starting
but-
off like that, I think.
yeah,
Mm.
and just build some energy up, and yeah, maybe even do a little bit of meditation and put the intention out there, and get the energy lifted a little. Yeah, definitely. Interesting. Looking forward to that one.
Talking of meditation, have you done any more? Faye?
Not a lot. Not a lot. No.
You doing any more breath work?
No.
No.
I've done bugger all this week.
Oh, yeah. How
Mm.
about your Reiki?
No.
Nothing.
No. I've had my eyebrows done this week.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
That's all right.
that's about it. Managed to squeeze that in
Yeah.
and plucked.
Nice.
That was
I
it,
haven't.
really.
I haven't done a lot this week. To be fair, I think I've left the house once this week so far.
Yeah. Actually, I can start because we've moved the rabbit.
Oh, have you
We've
moved the rabbit now?
out now.
So you've got your garden
Put it
space back.
Yeah, we say put him out now. It won't be cold. -2.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah.
He wouldn't come in though, so he obviously likes it.
Mm.
So I can get it all ship shape now.
He's out there, but he ain't eating much.
They're not moving.
Not moving, frozen.
He just won't. He won't go back in now. He's out.
Have you done anything, Nick? Nixie?
Not really.
Have you been nowhere haunted AF?
I haven't now. I haven't actually. I
I
haven't been anywhere.
noticed you put like a tiny little clip of somewhere misty and spooky
That was ages
looking.
ago.
That only come up today, that did.
I know, I just put it on my profile thing.
Okay.
That's actually of the, I won't say castle, but looks like Dracula's castle, doesn't it? But it's the actual, it's owned by the church in Alton,
Oh, right,
up on the
okay.
hill.
Okay.
We tried to get in once for investigators. Well, we tried to get in. You can hire it out.
Okay.
It's run by nuns. And as soon as we said what we wanted, they wouldn't let us.
No.
And I think he was saying, Jappo, said they even went to midnight mass there. He says in the end, they chased us out the village, he says.
Yeah, religious places aren't big on paranormal investigations, are they?
That's all now.
Like, you wouldn't go in a church and ask the vicar if he could do a paranormal investigation in his church, would you? So why would you ask a load of nuns if you could do it?
Yeah, if you're looking for the Holy Spirit, I suppose you could say that, couldn't you?
What's a lovely place, though. Yeah, he said he was like chased out. He says after the village.
There's a lot of places like wedding venues in these old fantastic buildings that don't want you to investigate because they think people won't want their weddings there if they get a hint that it's haunted or anything, you know. So there's a lot of places that won't let you.
Don't know. Is that still the same? Because everybody's into paranormal these days, aren't they?
No, I know at least 2 wedding venues that won't let you do it purely for that
And
reason.
they won't let me in. It's Ruby's place where
Yeah.
Ruby waits because of that.
Yeah.
But they reckon. But she said she. Well, I can't say it on here, but
No, don't say it, Nick. Don't say
doesn't
it.
matter. Strike that one.
Edit that bit out, Nick.
Yeah, deleted.
Funny, isn't it, how people, they don't believe in it. You know, they don't believe in hauntings and ghosts and stuff, but we don't want you doing investigations because if people get wind that we might be haunted, then they won't want to have the weddings here. But we don't believe in it.
No. I suppose, I don't know. I'd love to get married in a haunted location.
Would you?
Yeah, I would definitely.
Not all as weird as you, though, Nick.
No, I suppose not. That's if there is such thing as ghosts.
Mm.
Okay.
I know there's a Bigfoot in my windowsill. There's been sightings of Bigfoot, haven't there?
Has there?
Somewhere down south I saw something the other day. Might have been, what's that big moorland called down Cornwall?
Bodmin.
Yeah, around there. There isn't many trees, though, is
Is
there?
it,
No,
isn't,
it's
there
quite open.
isn't there a black cat supposed to be
Yeah.
down there?
Yeah. The
Yeah,
beast,
Bodmin
the
Moor.
beast of
Yeah.
Bodmin Moor.
Bodmin Moor is like
Oh.
marshland, isn't it?
Mm.
It's
Well, if he's a Zanny and not a Bigfoot, the Bigfoot, the beast of Bodmin Moor could have been same thing, same person, same light being. Gordon's there, rocking it.
giving him an apple,
Yeah. Some
playing a
fruit.
guitar for him.
Mm. Yeah, so that's another half a story I've give you.
We love half a story.
I know, yeah, I'm pretty good at them.
That's what we know.
I bet Mark Reynolds can't wait for me to go on his podcast.
I have not been invited. Go on Mark Reynolds' podcast. So
Haven't you?
no.
Oh.
I think he's poaching some of my friends. Try to go on his podcast, but that's not going to happen. First,
Yeah.
let me tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark. Gonna come round here, pinching our guests. No, I'm looking forward to that. We need to get him in on here, actually. Talk about his experiences.
Yeah. Skeptical believer. That's his page,
Skeptical
isn't it?
believer.
A skeptical believer.
Yeah, that's what his page is
That's what his
called.
page is called.
So, do you believe you're sceptical, Mark, or are you sceptical about believing?
Oh. What was the answer?
Don't know. I'm
Oh.
asking him now. I don't know.
Oh.
So I've never really thought about it till now.
Well, the skeptical believer kind of points towards he's a believer,
We're
or he's skeptical about believing.
There you go then. I'm glad that's cleared up.
Probably a bit like me then.
Shit, huh?
Yeah.
Is that where I am?
I believe stuff.
You're just
like-
skeptical, aren't you?
No, well, I don't know if you're a skeptical believer. You are. You're a believer, aren't you? You do believe, but you also,
Skeptical.
well,
There you
no,
go.
no, I don't. I
There's
wouldn't
more
say.
of them.
I wouldn't say you were skeptical. I would just say that you were. You don't jump to. Well, like most of us, really, you don't jump to that's paranormal. You try and find a different. You know,
We are.
quite level-headed and quite sort of, go about it in a
Because I know it's
Quite-
aliens.
quite a levelled manner.
Everything's aliens. It's like, what's it, isn't it? Sergio.
Giorgio.
Giorgio, sorry, it's not Sergio. Giorgio.
Yeah.
Yeah, Giorgio. Everything's aliens,
Yeah.
except for when it's aliens.
You'd enjoy a programme that's out on. You got Prime, haven't you?
Yeah.
Amazon. What's it called, Nick?
The Haunting Lodge.
Oh.
So
Is there a boot?
it's about a hunting lodge somewhere
That's
in America
haunted.
that's haunted, and they go in and they get some filmmakers, documentary makers to go in, and they get a couple of investigators in and a medium. And there's a bit of a twist to it, and it turns out it's not exactly what they think it is. And I think you would be very interested in that one.
Oh, does that mean it's aliens?
Can't tell you.
Oh.
But
Just ruin it for you.
on Amazon Prime, and it's called The Haunting Lodge.
We're not saying it's aliens.
It's on
But-
for
But it
about.
could be
But
aliens.
it could be aliens.
It's on for about just over an hour.
Yeah,
maybe.
just over an hour.
Yeah, I think you'd be interested in that one, Faye J.
You could actually watch that without falling asleep.
I think so.
I didn't. I had to watch it twice because I fell asleep halfway
Oh.
through.
Is that good?
No, I just fall asleep when I'm watching telly.
I tell you
Full
what I
stop.
did. I tell you what I did fall asleep through watching. I've never seen it before, but it must be getting on. It must be quite old because it was that Katrina. What?
Yeah, Katrina Wildman.
Yeah, but she looked very young in it, so I'm presuming it was an old one.
What was it called?
I think
Oh, come on.
it was called. I don't know. I think-
Paranormal Lot, no.
No, it was something like Fear, the true story behind the movies, or something like that. And what they do is they go out on a.
Not seen that.
No, I'd never seen it. And what they do is they go out and investigate the case. Well, they don't really investigate, but they look into the stories and they speak to some of the people that were there at the time that movies were based on. So they go to the Amityville house and they speak to one of the kids. The Defoe were the names. One of the actual kids that lived there. Then they go and they look at the case that the poltergeist was based on, and they go around and they look at what some of the films with some of the actual cases that and come out with what happened in the films compared to what really happened, and compare the two kind of thing. It was quite interesting, but it was on for quite a while, and I have to say I did fall asleep watching that one.
I watched a podcast. Go on, who was it? Can't remember who it was now.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, for
Nick.
story again.
Bloody hell.
oh, I'm ace at this. I am. I'm
Touch
ace at-
blue, give us a
I'm
clue.
ace at podcasting. I am. It was somebody's podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. I bet it was mine.
and he had somebody else on.
Oh, right.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And they're on about the Warrens anyway.
Okay.
Honestly, I'll tell you who it was. It was Jason Oars
Okay.
from Taps.
Yeah.
And he had this guy on who is a complete skeptic. And he goes above everything to try and prove them wrong. Don't know his name. Never heard of him before. But they were going on about all these. Now, all these hauntings, I mean, I suppose, I don't know, Do I have to be careful what I say? I don't know. But it turns out every single haunting the Warrens investigated is a crock of shit.
It turns out in whose opinion they were a crock of
Well,
shit.
most people. Even Jason Hawes said something. He didn't say that because he probably wouldn't say that. But he said they've done a lot for the paranormal to get it out there. They have done a lot, so there was nothing. Was there really nobody investigating on a big scale? I know these are the old Harry Price and all them geezers, but they got it out there, so everybody sort of noticed it. But they reckon every single investigation,
did they not just nick everybody else's
embellished a bit
to put into a book, so they can make money? I think it's well known about the Country House. Mm-hmm. They made about £80,000 or $80,000 off that, and I think only about four grand went to the actual family.
Yeah, I saw that.
Do you know what I mean? But that isn't just a one-off. That's on a lot of things.
I think, in my opinion, I think they started out quite genuine before anybody even heard of them. I think they started out quite genuine, and then they moved to getting a little bit better known. And then I think then everything went awry. Once they started getting well known and they started publishing the cases and they were getting invited onto TV shows and chat shows and stuff like that, I think that's where it went a bit pear-shaped. I think they began with all good intentions, but I do agree that then it just became a bit of a money-making... it was fame and fortune for them, wasn't it?
Yeah, even the one where he killed his lodger. The Devil Made Me Do It or something like that, yep. The film.
Yep.
Even that, the brother, the eldest brother, who even after just killed him. He says he was mental or something, and he just killed his lodger because he thought he was having an affair with his missus. So nothing possessed him.
Well,
so he says.
In his opinion,
he doesn't know, obviously, does he? So, because if you want to believe the story of the Warrens, then the devil did do it. But they did actually get him off, didn't they?
No.
Not off, but he didn't get live. He didn't get live, did he, or something?
Well, he's out anyway.
He's out now,
so.
Yeah.
He was still found guilty, though, wasn't he? And he was given a sentence. But I think it was one of the first times a defence in a courtroom had been.
Said it was the devil.
Yeah, it was a possession. But
they find it hard to fight against out of court of law because you can't see that, can you? And I think in one of their things, I think I've seen it on some film or something, even on the dollar bill, it says, "In God we trust." Well, you can't see God either, can you? So how do you know God exists?
But you could argue, Nick, that any lunatic that goes around stabbing people to death, that a demon had taken over. There's something not right somewhere, isn't there? So you could argue, not in a paranormal sense, but in a sense that something's come over somebody and taken control of their mind and allowed them... Because normal people, everyday people, don't go around stabbing people, do they?
Didn't he say it as well? Was it the Zodiac Killers? Or something like
There's
that.
lots of them that say voices told them to do it and this, that and the other, don't they? So, yeah.
Bad shit. Anyway.
Yeah. So, I'm just going to point out that I spoke to you two on Monday about Easter Island.
Oh.
I never heard this before. I saw a little TikTok video of a guy saying...
Oh, you've not been on the TikTok.
No, but I've
done
a little bit of Googling as well after, because I saw this guy say... He basically said, "I can't believe I've been wanting to go to Easter Island for 10 years and now I can't go." because somebody has burnt all the heads,
No.
set them on fire and melted them.
The stone.
The stone.
They've tipped some chemical on them and burnt them down. 90% have melted. That was 2 years ago. I've never heard of such thing, and I thought, oh, it's just one of them stupid TikTok videos, which is.
Well, there's a lot they keep out the news, isn't there?
But it did.
Certain reasons.
It was on fire 2 years ago.
I'm a bit confused on how
Yeah, what they
anybody
should have
melts
done.
stone.
No, well, this guy was saying
Should have painted them blue.
the amount of chemicals that they
tops.
would have had to take into the island, because there's nothing on the island, no plants or like chemical plants, so they would have had to ship the chemicals on in a boat or something like that. So
For what reason?
For what reason?
well, it doesn't say for what reason. It just said that they've been. That's why he was saying it was turned into a bit of a conspiracy type thing. Why have they all of a sudden trying to wipe away history?
I've stayed on land. I have this last 3 weeks. I've not been down any
No,
holes. I've not looked.
See, if you'd have been your normal self, you'd have been telling us about this.
I know.
You'd have seen it.
I know.
Disappointed.
See, I don't see anything like that on TikTok. I just get people falling over and stuff like that on my thread. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it
I
does go off.
I don't go on TikTok unless Faye sends me a link to something and I'll watch it. But I don't know how I work it, I'll be honest with you.
It is good. I do like it.
They're all the same, aren't they? Let's face it. Really.
Yeah.
Facebook's crap, isn't it? You just lose, no matter what you're on, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Once you start, you lose a couple of hours, don't you? You're just gone.
Easily.
And then you look at it, you think, God, what have I just done for 2 hours?
I know.
You know, it's gone, ain't it, then?
Yeah, definitely. But I thought it was interesting. Don't know loads about it. I just looked up to make sure it was a thing.
What can be in rock?
It was a thing.
Maybe they weren't made out of rock.
But why? What are they? What are the heads? What are they? Why would anyone want burn them?
I don't know.
How many is there?
It's
Oh.
quite a lot.
There's a lot.
And they've burnt every single one.
No, not every single one, but a good 90-odd%.
Well, okay, so this article says that it was caused by the Rano Raraku volcano, which started on Monday. This was back last,
What Monday?
not this Monday.
Not
this
Easter
is like
Monday.
this is like
Easter Monday.
Was it
This is like-
2000?
Hey, you need a button for that.
this is
You look so interesting.
this article that I'm reading is actually from October 2022.
Oh,
Yeah, 2022. That's what
And
Last
it's
Easter then.
saying that some of the heads were charred by a fire, according to local indigenous and Chilean authorities. The fire caused by the nearby Ranu Raraku volcano started Monday and razed more than 100 hectares of the island, damaging its famous stone-carved statues, which were created by a Polynesian tribe over 500 years ago.
But why not put it on the news still?
So this
Strange.
isn't saying that anybody's done it, it's saying it's done by a volcano.
Yeah.
Which would make
But there's
more
no-
sense because lava,
Yeah.
I should imagine, would
yeah.
melt the rock rather than somebody
Is there
taking...
any pictures?
Well, I think there was just that one
But they're saying that,
Maybe
yeah,
Dr. Evil did it.
I don't know.
at the top. I don't know.
I
You'd
don't
think
know.
they'd have pictures and videos of all the lava spouting it out.
Well, there's a load of black.
Black, what?
You know, when the... What do you call it? When the lava... When the lava settles and it goes
Yeah.
all black, rocky and...
Was that around the heads though?
Could be tarmac.
Oh,
tip
yeah,
or
right
that
up
could.
to them, yeah. Right up to the heads.
Yeah, tarmac. That is jippos have been on there.
God's sake.
Tarmac.
Oh.
Somebody's tarmacked Easter Island.
Mm. So, yeah.
Oh,
So is that busted then or what? If someone knows any different, email us in or
Yeah.
send
What's
us
happened to
something.
the heads on Easter
Yeah,
Island?
have they melted? Or am I telling you? Melting heads.
So, paranormal people. What have we got next? I'm getting...
Bongoing.
oh, yeah, defo, bongoing.
Bongo.
I'm gonna
I've
out
seen
in
if he
the
plays
bongo.
bingo and he's bongo.
Oh, we could have bongos bingo.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, so I'll be out and about bongoing. Bongo paranormal. I aren't calling it that, but I'm just saying.
I've got a little pop-up table we can dance
It's a
on.
little bit antisocial, really, though, isn't it? Because you'll just be going off on your own in your bongo now. So it's a little bit antisocial, to be fair.
Well, yeah, I suppose it is, because if I wanted anybody with me, I'd have bought a big
Bongo.
camper.
Yeah.
Wouldn't I?
Yeah, I've got a bigger one, but
Yeah.
it's I don't
Oh,
want
matron.
I don't want anyone with me either
So why have you had a massive one then, if you don't want nobody with you?
because it was cheap.
I'm going to get a two-seater, I am, Faye.
Whose did we wee in?
Oh.
Last time.
Oh,
Nick's.
Was it yours, Nick?
Yeah.
Nice little toilet, that is.
Yeah.
One of mine, I didn't have one
Yeah.
then.
Have you got a
Can I-
toilet in yours?
No.
Skywatch,
Got
wasn't it?
I was put up by a tree.
Fair dues.
I live like the bears.
You probably look like one in the middle of the night. No, I mean with like your beard. And
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Have you
where's
got a
your
button?
Yeah,
A button
got
for
a
that?
button for that.
What do you say? It sounds like him yawning as well. That's how bears yawn, isn't it?
Oh, just digging
Digging.
deeper.
Yes.
Digging
You've
a
got a big
cave.
hairy beard and you're on
Yes.
about being in trees. So I just said you would probably look like a bear.
Actually, I am doing a video where there has been some sightings of
Bears.
Bigfoot. Honestly, I think I'll be able to capture one. That's coming soon.
What, capture one in a
Yeah.
net or capture
No,
one
no,
on
on
video,
video.
or something?
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo style now. He's got a
Definitely.
Scooby-Doo van.
I can guarantee you, right, I'll have one on within the next week or so.
Can you do him? You know that
Don't forget the bowl of fruit.
that sticker
Yeah.
you've got on your your thing. What you did? Can you do loads of them for like magical mystery machine for his bongo?
Yeah.
And do it
Very
up like
good,
a
that one, yeah.
Scooby Doo.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. Yes, I'll have Bigfoot on film within the next week or so.
Get him on here.
Yeah, might do, yeah.
Brilliant.
I'll have a week off that week and he can come and have this microphone here.
That one.
And
You can't have a week off. Nobody else knows how to use the machine.
It says just press a button.
And if he starts talking about his mate Gordon,
Yeah.
kick him out.
I
Get
think
out
you
of
might
here.
do, actually.
You
Yeah.
bloody animal.
Yay.
He might come on and say how much he enjoyed a pear and a strawberry once
Yeah,
at
he could do.
Park Hall, was it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good, though.
Mm.
Yeah. I'd have loved it there. I can't get on there now with my bongo. The thing's too small.
Have they got
What
like
is-
maximum
5 foot
headroom?
summit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, that's going to stop you from getting on it,
I bet
especially
you'd
you.
struggle in the Range
No,
Rover.
I can get under it.
Yeah, but not in the car.
Eh?
Walking you could.
No, I could get in with the rangy.
Thing.
I can get anywhere walking.
bet-
I'm only
I
5
bet-
foot.
It's only 5 foot summit, the thing is.
6, isn't it?
No.
5 foot's low.
Yeah, no, it is low.
Your Range Rover's
You're right in a
more
sports
than
car.
5 foot.
No, it's more than 5 foot, but that's not just
I'm sure
5
honestly,
foot.
it's something like 5'10" or something like that.
Well,
That's
they're
why
only
you
5
don't
foot,
see
is
no,
it?
no Bigfoots there then. Can't
They
get-
have to
Can't
crawl
get
under
under
it.
it. Yeah.
They have to crawl
Can't get
underneath
on.
it. Yeah, or step over it.
I made limbo under that though.
They would have, yeah. I've actually seen one dancing by that.
Have you?
Yeah. I think.
Well,
I
you'll
think
catch
it
him.
was
You'll
one of
catch him
them.
next week. Is
I
it
think
next
it was
week you're
one of
going?
them, yeah. I'll probably have him ended by the end of next week. I'll probably have
Have
him
you
on
I
film.
want to go see these mermaids.
Have you arranged it with him? Have you booked him?
I don't need to. I can do it telepathically.
Fabulous.
Yeah,
Always
so-
says telepathetic.
What mermaids?
With the mermaid pool.
Oh, there's no mermaids there.
Nothing at all.
Why is it called the
Dunno.
mermaid then?
The mermaid pool. Because there's a pub down the road called the Mermaid Inn.
Yeah, but why is it called the mermaid?
don't
People have
know.
seen passers-by and that have seen.
Yes,
and
that's what
heard,
I.
haven't
Yeah,
they?
that's
I
what
think
I thought.
I think the story is just a woman they've seen and they think it looks like a mermaid.
A woman in the pool.
I don't
Two
really know.
eyes.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know anything about
Well,
it.
she must have been in the pool if she looked like a mermaid. She wouldn't be walking, would she?
Yeah, I bet she was
With a
drowning.
fish tail.
I bet she was drowning and flapping about.
Yeah, nobody
Oh,
else.
look at that mermaid!
Everyone's there. Mark's there filming it.
TikTok.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It was like a BBC.
Yeah, yeah.
BBC
It's
bloody
come well
documentary,
prepared.
wasn't it?
Couldn't do anything in that.
No.
Horrendous weather up there. Terrible.
It's a really weird place, that is, though, isn't it? It's quite a spooky area, I think.
Well, I've never been before, and where it is just ridiculous, isn't it? You can't. There's just a busy road, isn't it?
But there's some quite weird, spooky places round that way anyway, isn't there?
I think, far as it Lord's Church,
Never
that's
been
that
there.
way,
Never
isn't
been.
it? Just a walk, isn't it? It's a fair walk from where you have to park.
Where is it that there's reports of a little boy that they've seen, and there's actual evidence that Ian Hindley and
Oh.
Myra Henley.
Myra Hindley
The
and Ian,
Roaches.
what was his
Yeah.
name?
there's,
Ian Huntley.
No,
No, that's
Liam Brady.
bloody hell,
Brady.
Ian Brady.
yeah.
Ian Brady, your man.
Where was that? Sorry, Faye.
That was up the Roaches.
The
wasn't it?
Roaches,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's
That's a bit strange. up
Was it,
there.
wasn't it you who said there's a picture of
Yeah,
him
they
sat there?
say, I don't know if it's true,
Yeah.
that wherever they buried somebody, they used to have the photo taken.
Right.
Well,
And
they
there is
did.
a photo in the in something with them.
They did.
They had a photo.
They did that
So-
quite often, didn't they? Because they were able to, when they found the suitcase of all of the photographs in the locker at the train station, they managed to line up landscapes and find the areas that they were sitting. And quite often they found bodies of the children. They took photographs of them actually sitting on the bits that they buried them in.
But they've never found
So,
one at the Roaches, but they've got
yeah.
a photo of them at the Roaches.
And
Maybe
there's
the young
also,
lad. I should know his name. It's terrible that I don't know his name. You know, the little lad with glasses.
Keith Bennett.
Keith
Bennett,
Bennett. That's
yeah.
it. Maybe he's there. Maybe
Yeah.
that's why they haven't found him.
Yeah, but there are reports of people seeing a ghostly, if you like, apparition of a young boy round there as well.
All right.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
It's all spooky.
Mm.
That's it. All around there. All Staffordshire Moorlands is really.
Yeah.
What
Isn't
about,
it?
what about the wallabies? I've only recently heard about
Wallabies.
the wallabies. Yeah, all about
There's supposed to be wallabies up the
Yeah.
Roaches.
There was,
I told
yeah.
them. I told
Yeah.
them. I
Well,
told
they got out of peak.
Yes, I think
Wildlife.
they did, yeah.
No. Somebody took them there on purpose. There was 2 or 3
but they
that
bred
got
and they
taken
got
there.
like,
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
Well,
To
they did
release
what,
them.
sorry?
the well, what I was told.
It's about
By my brother,
1950, 60
he's
something.
That was that far ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've bred and so but they're supposed to be still up there.
Well, yeah, yeah. But would they live in, because it gets cold and it's up there. Mind you, if there's caves and stuff. Whereabouts are they?
I don't know. I didn't know nothing at all about it, but I spoke to my brother when we come back from camping up there,
Yeah.
and he said, "Oh, did you see any wallabies?" And, you know how mental my brother is. I said, "What you on about? You bloody just this one of your mental stories?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, there's some thing overturned, some truck, and the escape and whatever." But I don't think that isn't what happened. But that's what he was telling me from when he was a kid.
I've never heard. But you've heard this as well. I've never heard
But
of
when I
it.
posted that video,
Oh, yeah, they got
and we was
released.
up there,
Somebody put on, yeah.
Yeah, he put on as
I
well.
thought, what's he on about?
Yeah, no, that's what
I
he's on
thought
about.
they'd escaped from somewhere.
I've
thought-
never even heard
But
about
it's quite old, quite an old story, if you like. That is, it's not a recent.
Well, if
thing.
it's in the 50s, did you say? So
I
don't know
thought
when
it was
it
that
was,
far back. Yeah, hold on.
Like I say, I didn't know.
Well, if-
1930s.
1930s.
Five Australian
th-
Bennett's wallabies were released into the wild from a private collection. They were released there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, right, okay.
The colony survived into the 21st century but may now be extinct. In 2008, a pair of peregrine falcons successfully bred on the Roaches, causing climbing on part of the rock face to be suspended for a period. So, there you go.
Wow,
It's a shame, isn't it? They're all gone.
They might not.
Oh,
be
we
there.
don't
they
know.
might not be. But
Bigfoot's
I
eaten
was
them.
going to say, them big black cats that they've let out up there probably eaten them, haven't they?
Yeah, probably.
interesting.
I've never heard of that.
No, I haven't.
Well, that's ridiculous.
It is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in all fairness, we couldn't see anything. Anyway, was it
It was
pitch
foggy.
black?
Pitch black, foggy.
Yeah, you have to go up there in the summer.
Yeah, I bet it's lovely where we actually parked.
Lighter nights. You
Where
can
we
see
parked,
more
yeah, it would have been nice.
But you can't get on there though, can you?
Yeah, because there's only
in the
enough
good
for,
weather.
There's only enough for about 4 or 5, aren't there? 4 or 5 vans. That's all right.
You have to find a little secret one where nobody knows.
There's a few on the way to where was it we went camping? I don't know where it is, somewhere anyway. It's not far from there anyway. Where do we go? By the river.
Don't know.
We need to go back to Cannock as well, don't we? Them stones.
Yeah.
The stones, the fairy stones or whatever they are. What are they?
Oh,
What's
the
it called?
clearing
Yeah. Some stones.
where
in there.
the lady saw the
Oh
the
no, that
portal.
was a castle ring. That was.
Castle ring.
That's just
right,
like
yeah.
a circle.
Like a clearing, isn't it?
Yeah. There's places if you want to go to some where there's stones and that all around Bakewell and
That Eam as well. We need to go there, don't we?
where? Elam.
Village
The
Eam.
plague village.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And where's the other one near Bakewell where they reckon it's a UFO hotspot?
Is that Iam or something?
No, that's
Ilam.
No, I don't think it's Ilam. Hang on.
Yeah, you said that,
Ireland's
didn't you?
pretty, pretty haunted as well. The village
Yeah.
of Ireland's pretty,
But there
pretty
is
haunted.
somewhere, like Faye said, near Bakewell that's supposed to be a bit of a UFO hotspot where there's lots of sightings.
It's like a
Oh, I
what's
don't
it
know.
in the middle, a stone thing in the middle of the village. Hang on.
I don't know.
Is that what they used to tie people to?
Probably.
Where's that? Near Bakewell.
That way.
Yeah, hold on.
Hold on, Nick.
Look,
Sorry.
there's the
God.
thing. Hold
God, where
on.
is it?
Come on.
Bonsall.
Bonsall near Matlock.
Bonsall.
Don't know.
There you go.
Oh yes, I've seen that. Bonsall, that is.
Bonsall.
Bonsall. That's near.
Matlock, it says.
Yeah, near Matlock.
There you have it.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Cool.
It's supposed to be a UFO hotspot there for some reason.
I think that was an article. Was that out last year? I think about it.
Was this article that we
Yeah,
saying?
I think it was out. I think it was on Stoke-on-Trent Live or Staffordshire.
2022, that one.
Yeah, the year before then. I can remember seeing the what's about it, the article about it, about a number of people seeing UFOs there.
Where was the spot where Az's mum I saw that UFO, that clip that Mark posted?
Truly, I don't know. It was when Az was only very young. I know where he is now, but I don't actually know. Do you know, Faye?
No. But Stafford, what is that where they...
Don't know.
Why?
I just wondered.
Oh, I thought you'd seen something.
No, I haven't seen anything. I just wondered where it was. Interesting to...
It was. You should hear Az talk about it because obviously, he was only young at the time, but he remembers it and he remembers his mum's first-hand accounts, and it was just. It's bizarre. It's quite amazing. You know what I mean? How close it got and how much she actually saw. It's quite amazing.
So on that video, it says, did it say the two kids saw it as well?
Yes, his two. I think his two brothers.
Oh,
Yes.
so it wasn't him who saw it now?
I believe not.
It's two
no.
older brothers, weren't it?
Yeah, both
Okay.
of which I think have now passed away.
Oh, 'cause that
both
video,
of his
that video
brothers.
was in the 50s, wasn't it? Was it 54? or
54.
Mm.
Yeah, 1954.
Was he eating chicken when he saw it? I've seen that.
What's what?
Eating chicken.
Who?
The KFC woman.
What's her name? I was just going to tell you her name.
Oh, Marge Simpson.
Yeah, what's her name? Oh, I don't know. I don't even know why I'm trying to remember. I'll never remember.
was
The one
Staff-
that sucked the chicken
Staffordshire.
off the bones, that one. No.
No,
It was they were.
every time she ate KFC.
It's called, what's it called? The thing, alien abduction or something. It's on Prime or something, or Netflix. But every time she had KFC, she got abducted by aliens.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah.
Sorry, just changing the. In Staffordshire
Right.
is where they must have lived. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know where that is.
Yeah.
It's in Staffordshire.
Yeah.
I know
I sounded as though I knew where it was, didn't I then? But it's just Stafford way, I think.
Was
That way.
It is Staffordshire.
Yeah, it's that way.
Yeah.
I've gone through there at some point, definitely. Not seen a UFO there though.
No.
And when was that?
Can't you try and get
1954.
the exact
1954.
place?
Shitloads.
Yeah,
wasn't there, in
yeah.
the
What do you mean?
50s?
There's that plate
Real.
Ranton.
What's
I
it
know,
was in the 50s
but
for
obviously-
UFOs?
On where they were. I know
You mean where she lived?
Yeah.
The actual cottage that she
Yeah.
lived in.
But when you think about it, though, 1954, a lot of people were out, literally out in the fresh air and out
Yeah.
doing this. Nowadays, they just sat inside with their face stuck in them,
Yeah, I know.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Nobody goes out. Nobody's out to look up,
No.
to look.
You should go
anywhere.
driving, aren't they, and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Don't do it anymore.
No, because it was once its 50s were massive for UFO sightings and stories.
Mm.
You know. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So not learning much today, folks.
No.
But we need to go sky watching again. I noticed the other night. It was crystal clear again. The sky was have been ace. Had to have been
It's too
cold.
cold,
Yeah, it would have been
wouldn't it?
cold. Would have been ace for sitting and just chilling. It would have been chilling because it was like -2. But Mark, where did we go? Oh, Roach's one. Mark got his thing out.
Oh, dear.
His night vision thingy.
Oh,
But it wasn't very clear, was it? So,
put it back in again.
yeah. Can't see
It's
any.
probably too cold, have it
It
out.
was, yeah. It was too cold to get it out. So you put it back.
I'll have to have a word with ours. It obviously doesn't give you an address, just the area. But he's spoken to us about it, and he's told us about it in the past.
He was
and
writing. He was going to write a book, wasn't he?
I think if I'm correct in saying that she actually saw occupants
That's
in
what-
two
Pleiadians.
occupants,
She described
and I think-
Pleiadians.
and I think she said that they were beautiful.
That's what he said.
So
about
it's,
radio.
it's
Does
actually,
it? Yeah.
so it
In
actually
blue,
lands.
gold
No,
hair.
no,
No,
it
she
didn't
said-
land.
She said it was
Telepathically spoke to her.
slanted in the sky, and she could see through a cockpit window.
So you actually seen the video?
Yeah. And she
What's
said,
the video called?
There's loads because she was on lots of news at the time. People were interviewing her. She was on
What
news
was that on
programs.
YouTube?
Yeah, I can play it if you want. Let's see if
You got some more mints, don't you?
I can play it.
I've got some in the car.
They're good there, are they?
Do some
Well, they are
jelly
for me,
babies.
yeah.
Oh yeah, jelly
I like
babies
jelly
is
babies.
top
I
notch.
love the
Black
blackcurrant
ones,
ones
yeah.
though.
Love them.
Not this Christmas. The Christmas before, the kids got me off Amazon. Big bag of them like that.
Oh,
But do you leave certain colours though? Because I don't like all of the
I
colours.
like putting all of them in one go.
Oh, do you?
You know, you get a
Greedy.
mixture like of a
Greedy
flavour.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Mm.
only 4 colours, isn't there?
I like the
It
black
turns
and the
tropical
orange.
if you do that.
Yeah.
I like black ones and orange ones.
Yeah.
What about
Mm.
green?
I'm not fussed on
Oh,
green
I like
ones.
the
No,
green ones.
Yeah.
no. I like Turkish delight as well.
Oh
I
no,
do.
I don't like
Turkish
that. No.
With chocolate on it though.
Yeah, I can have the cubes. You know what when people used to bring them you
Yeah.
back from.
It's all right, but it looks like you've been doing a few lines, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Once you've had that.
I do
There's
like.
white
But I like the
powder everywhere.
rose one because you can have the yellow ones as well, can't you? The cubes. I
Yeah,
like the red one.
No, the rose one tastes of perfume.
No, I like that.
Like Palmer violets, they're horrible, aren't they?
I don't like
And you know those fruit, the fruit slices that are covered in sugar.
Oh,
what you have
yeah.
at Christmas time, them jelly fruit slices.
Yeah.
Oh, I like them as well.
Yeah. They're more top notch.
Yeah.
They remind me of my nan. My nan always used to
Yeah.
have them.
But if you leave them too long, the sugar gets a bit wet on them and they start getting a bit soggy.
They were
That's how it's
Terry's, weren't
licked
they?
them.
Yeah.
Terry's
Oh.
fruit segments or something.
Oh, proper nice, yeah.
Sorry, Nick.
No, you're right.
I like liqueurs.
I'm just going to see if I can get this.
All you out there listening to us talk about sweets, we are actually working.
It's what we take on paranormal investigations.
While we are doing this, Nick is actually researching a
Killing.
UFO video.
Killing some time while Nick finds a video. Yeah.
We're talking about the things we actually eat while we're watching the sky.
Right, I think we're great now, so I'll just switch this down and then we'll put this on. And just let's see.
Jelly fruits.
Are we okay to broadcast this? Because
Yeah.
it's out there, isn't it, for everybody to see?
Crop of flying saucers, spots in the sky, lights in the sky, strange things. But the strangest of all was seen one day over this cottage. Mr. and Mrs. Rustenberg were living there quietly out in the country. And, well, you just tell me what you saw.
Well, it was one ordinary day. I was waiting for my husband to come home from work, and my two sons went to Seifert to school, and I was getting changed, and I heard this terrific noise. It was just like a giant cauldron of water being poured onto a fire, a shh sort of noise, you know. And my first reaction was, oh, the children. I thought maybe a plane was crashing or something like that. And I slipped my jumper on and went outside to find my two sons lying flat on the ground in the garden in front of the house, shouting, "Mummy, Mummy, there's a flying saucer." Well, naturally, I just said, "Come on, don't be stupid. Come in the house." But felt sort of a strange sensation. Wended my way up the side of the house to where we had a pump where we used to get all our water from, and automatically looked up to see this, all I can describe, this huge Mexican hat. It was stationary, this thing, and it was bright silver in colour, and it had a dome. It was tilted to sort of, I could see the occupants in it.
You saw people in it?
I saw people in it. There were two people in there. These people were beautiful people. That's the only way I can describe them. They had long golden hair, like a page boy bob, just like the old kings. You used to see photographs of the old kings. And the colour of the hair was golden. Now, I was really...
What were they dressed in?
They had a sort of a polo-neck jumper affair, like a ski top suit, in pale blue. Now, these people weren't sat behind, one behind the other. They were sat together, but this, whatever it was tilted so that I could see them and they could see me.
Were you looking at them through windows, through portholes, or what?
No, not portholes. It was just sort of like a cockpit, I suppose, that had this perspex or glass or whatever it was. They could see me anyway, and I could see them. And they had beautiful faces. I shall never forget their faces as long as I live. Their foreheads seemed to be a bit larger than, you know, the bottom of their faces as normal people you would expect to see. But maybe this was just whatever they had round their heads, which was like a transparent fishbowl. And they just looked, and I was absolutely paralytic with fear. I couldn't move, although my mind was ticking over. And they looked so sympathetic that I was just mesmerized for what seemed to be, ages, but it could have only been seconds. And I turned to sort of look down at the boys, was unaware that they were with me because I was so absorbed. And the next thing, I looked up and it was gone.
How low had it been?
It had been the height, I couldn't tell you. But the house that you've seen, it was just on top of the roof. It was hovering on top of the roof.
How big was it compared with the size of the house?
It swallowed the whole circumference of the roof. I couldn't see, the roof was completely blotted out. The chimneys I couldn't see. All I could see was this massive object that I described as like a Mexican hat without the bubbles.
And then it flew away sideways or upwards? Or?
No, I didn't see. I just looked up and it had gone. But I assume it went straight up, because for a short while after in the sky, I looked around and I said to my two boys, "Well, can you see anything? Can you see anything?" And they said, "There it is, Mum." And they pointed up, and I watched it. It was just like a little cotton reel in the sky. And it circled us 3 times. It went round 3 times, and then it just shut off. And that was it. When I started to analyse myself afterwards, I feared that I might have had an hallucination. But then I knew I hadn't had, because my sons were so sure about what they'd seen and what I'd seen. And it went through my mind that it was a secret weapon from Russia. And then I thought, well, it can't be that, because if they had something like that, they wouldn't need to fear anybody or anything.
Were you scared by it? Did you run indoors?
Oh, I was petrified. I couldn't move. I couldn't move a muscle. I was paralyzed with fear. But now I wouldn't be. Because now, when I look back, you know, I think, what an amazing thing to have happened, and for me to have seen it.
And when your husband came home, where were you?
Well, when my husband came home from the office, I was locked in the house with my children, under a big kitchen table that we were using.
Under the table?
Under the table, yes. It's funny now when I look back, you know, it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but this is the truth. This happened. And that's it. We were ridiculed. It was very embarrassing at the time, and people, they possibly thought, oh, she's a nutter. But, you know, who cares? This is something that happened to me, and I'm a practically minded person, and that's it.
What a fantastic lady she
She's
is, isn't
lovely.
she?
So, is that...
As his mum. Our friend Az, that's his mum.
So how old's your friend Az?
In his 60s?
Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
Well,
60.
all them 2 lads she's talking about, one of them was him.
No.
He must have older brothers.
Yes, both of them have passed
I
away
was going
now.
to say, because that's
Well, that was
1954, so that was 70 years ago.
That was filmed. It would have happened before then, wouldn't it? That was done.
It happened in 1954. That
Was it?
I think it was 1954 that it happened.
Yeah, that was documentary.
but
Was
that-
54.
That was 54.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the documentary. So I don't know if it happened in 54.
Oh, okay.
Or did it happen? It might have done. It might have just been quick on. 'Cause it only like an interview that was wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good though, because you see a lot of these things, and it's obvious that they absolutely start raving bonkers, but you could tell from here there that she actually
wasn't.
saw that.
Yeah.
She
did.
saw that,
Yeah.
and how she was explaining it, that's really good.
And her story has never changed.
No.
Doesn't
That's
Az,
brilliant.
doesn't Az look like? Can't you
Yeah.
tell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Cool, that was good. I've not seen that before, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's good when you see stuff like that. It's refreshing, really. And
Yeah.
it's with all
Yeah.
the lunatics out there, you see somebody that actually you believe, don't you?
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
that's good.
She was very believable.
Yeah.
Right.
And on
Nice
that
one.
note,
Yes. On that note, what?
Don't look
Sleep
up.
tight.
Don't look up. Have you seen that?
What's that?
don't look up.
Yeah. And that nope.
Oh, yeah, that's just as bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Nope.
That's quite
I
good, that
defo.
was.
Nope.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going to
good.
argue the point and say, yes, please do look up.
Mm.
Mm.
Nope. What was that? I
Nope.
thought falls. Yarp.
Yarp. Yarp.
Yarp.
You need one of them on your buttons. You need a yarp button and a narp button.
I'll have to record on in a minute. Right, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for watching.
If you got this far, anyway. If you haven't got this far,
That's
Well
all,
done.
folks.
Well done.
Yeah, but if you haven't got this far, you've missed that bit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you missed the best bit of the whole
If you've
podcast.
skipped it till the end, you've missed an ace bit clip there.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
Shame.
Shame
Cool.
on you.
Send us an email. Send us a message if you want us to talk about
Pictures,
anything.
anything.
Pictures, anything, yeah.
Well, you know.
Yeah,
Listen.
within reason.
We don't mean any
Just
sort of
send
pictures.
us some to somebody. will
Just
you?
anything.
Anything.
Mm. Okay. That's it.
Bonjour.
Bye.
Bye.